All right. Oh, yes, we are live. I think we're live. So, just getting things set up here, guys. So, do excuse a small amount of noise in the background because it is hot. It is very hot here. So, I've got the fans going. So, do excuse the noise. And we are doing it. I could not resist some remastered for myself, so I thought we would open some. I'm just going to wait just a few moments, and we're just sort of organising a few things here because we're always organising things here. Alright, but I'm going to open this. I'm after like a half dozen cards or so, maybe. I don't know. I mean, honestly, if we get some good things, I won't be too sad as long as we sort of pay for our box. I will get these out. Grim Lavamancer. This tells you about the draft archetypes. We're not drafting. I don't know that many people that do draft anymore. I wouldn't mind getting the collectors, but the collectors are so expensive, and I'm not the hugest fan of foils. So, whatever, it is what it is. But certainly I've seen a few box openings, and this won't be the first, it won't be the last, I'm sure. But let's start getting in. Let's start cracking. I haven't looked at a lot of the commons, but there isn't a lot that interests me, and I don't think there's a lot of value here. So we're just going to quickly sort of skim through most of it. Same with the uncommons. I don't think there's much here. I do want a Farseek if we can find, not Farseek, Nature's Law, old art if we can find some, that would be good. Lotus Blossom. I don't know about this. That seems, oh, a wild growth. That's just a regular wild growth. That's pretty darn good, actually. Wouldn't mind that. The old plains as well. Put that in the pile there. That sapling's looking awfully wormish there. Alright. I'm sure someone will want these lands. I don't think they're of that higher EV, though, I guess. I guess we should make a little bit more room. Actually, I'll just move that down here and out of the way a little bit more. That's probably better. There we go. Frantic Search. That's not terrible, I suppose. I don't know what this is, and I don't think it's good. So that's a bulk card. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Interesting that we've got two planes so far. That's kind of a neat old border card there. Two different arts for the planes. I think there's only two different arts for each. Not too sure. I haven't really looked. Mindstone, that's not too terrible, I suppose. Hades? Oh, he's just a rare. Okay. Terror. Old Terror. Mountain. An elemental. So far, my socks are not coming off. This is not wowing me, but we have a lot to go, I guess. So there still can be good things in the box. Got to try to be positive. An Isolated Chapel. Unfortunately, it's not the one I'm looking for, but that's really good. That's real good. Foil Phyrexian Razor. I don't know, someone might want that. Pretty Island. And a goblin. I mean, the duels, in my opinion, are what I'm trying to get most of this for. I only need a couple of them, so... And obviously I won't get the ones that I actually want. That'd be, you know, way too good. Symbiosis. Okay, alright. That seems... Wait, the old borders aren't all... Oh, okay. I thought they were all uncommon. There's some common ones. Just 1 second. I didn't realise this. I don't think I missed any. Because out of the commons and uncommons, they're probably going to be... Or foil. Besides, like, maybe some foils... Oh, yeah, actually, no, foils are dead, aren't they? Because they get collectors now. No, we didn't miss any. That's good. All right. And these were all rares, weren't they? Yeah. We haven't got any mythics as of yet. All right. I'll separate them more later. But, yeah, whatever. It's fine. The Assassin Impulse is an old border and a forest. Not too happy with that assassin. Kamal, the old Kamal. He's a mythic in this one. Lions. High Tide. That's probably worth a bit as a foil, maybe. I mean, I think the set's very cool in many ways. But honestly, as I say, drafting this is kind of... So the draft format of this, as well. Rith as a old one. So you can get the rare as an old one. Oh, yeah. And then you don't get an extra old border. That's a little sad, honestly. But anyway. Denizen. Okay. Okay, alright. Just reading some of these cards that maybe I haven't seen much of before, perhaps. Because they don't see play. I mean, Peregrine Drake's good. I might think about keeping some. Maybe, I don't know. One. Not that it's gone in any decks that I've used. There's Retreat. A Mesa Enchantress, that's good. I actually want that. Mesa Enchantress. I wouldn't mind the old border Clifftop Retreat, but regular's fine, I guess, as well. Siege Gang. Chain Lightning. Well, that's the first third of the box here. Clean up afterwards, I guess. Squirrel Nest. I do think I want one of these. Actually, maybe I wanted an old border. Stroke of Genius. I just looked at that card and was like, that looks so weird. That the art on it's just so odd. More High Tide. Marora. That's kind of good. Sure, someone needs a Remora. I'm sure lots of people need a Remora. I don't need a Remora, but hey, that's good. Familiar. Tadiova. Rada as a extended. That looks real cool. Urza's Incubator. That's some beef, I think. So that's a mythic as well, so that's cool. A foil Shivam Dragon. Probably, like, nostalgia-wise, only the reason it's included. Like, but oh well. Snatcher. Okay. Lots and lots of nothing. Lots of nothing. It reminds me a lot of the Time Spiral packs. Worldly Tutor. Now that's worth something, I'm sure. Another Mesa Enchantress. Regular one. Symbiosis. Foil. What's the sheep for? Wondering what makes sheep now. No stuff that makes goats. Sheep. Actually, haven't even seen any Nature's Law, have we? I don't think. Swords. Wouldn't mind that as a old border. Chainer. Old Chainer. I don't think Old Chainer's worth a lot, though, unfortunately. The problem with these is the sample size that you can't... Well, there's one. That you kind of get, but it is what it is. What is this thing? Upkeep. Okay. And a Mind Stone. It is not looking good for us. Just to be real. Like, that's cool. But still, it's not looking good for us. Pyre Zombie. Frantic Search. Ooh, Yagmoth. That is very nice. As a foil. I will be careful with that. And, of course, I don't have any sleeves here with me, but actually it's very hot and humid, so I think that will be fine. I won't worry. Absolutely nothing. God. This is where you start wondering about your life choices, you know. Yep. Birds, I like that. I very much like that, especially the alt art. Very nice. I mean, Yawgmoth and Birds has just slightly pulled this box up, but it's still, like, not really there. This is a $400-something box. Or $200 something box, I think. Street Wraith. So we're not doing very well. Is what the guess there is. The Whelp. Maze of Fifth. I don't think that's terrible. Wild Growth as a old border. That might be something-ish. Okay. I don't know about Legacy Weapon. A bunch of mana to exile something and you can keep recurring it. But you have to be in 5 colors. Another Shivam. Recall. Box. Please give us something. Please give us something. Something good. See, Borderless. Test of Endurance. Okay. That's nice, alt art. And it is a mythic. I don't know how many mythics are on average, or meant to be on average. Okay, Oversold Cemetery as a old border. I was just reading it because I've never really seen this card. Like I say, perhaps I've seen people pull it, but I haven't been able to read the damn thing. So, body snatchers, more manipulators. We are getting down to the last little bit of this box. Whoops. Revealing that there's a foil there somewhere. Chainer's Edict. That's kind of nice. Slicer. Dogs. It was just a Panaru's Cascade. And the rest of the pack wasn't very good. At all. Did we get a dud box? I feel like we got a dud box. Very dud box. Unless it sort of pulls it out here in the last couple of packs, and it really needs to pull some serious beef here. Vortex isn't going to be enough. A remote isle isn't going to be enough. We need beef. Beef. Utter beef for the last couple pulls. And even then, we're not going to get there, I don't think. Siege Gang, I don't know how far he's climbing with his new treatment there, but that is kind of cool. We have not gotten very much of anything that we want either. So, even if the box was bad, I could start saying, well, at least I got some things I wanted. Yep. You get some hits, you get some misses. This, I feel, is an absolute whiff for me. But again, your boxes may vary. Last Chance, that's not terrible, but not enough to say, whoa, oh boy, that looks so good. I am sad because that's probably still not saving it. But still, like I say, it is very much like that. I think we've struck out on this box. But buying boxes and buying packs really isn't the way to go, honestly. I just do this for you guys and whatnot. So, Lotus Bloom and a thing there. That is quite disappointing. Like I said, I don't even think there's... Is there anything here that I actually want? Maybe the birds. Maybe a birds. So yeah, literally a birds. And that's it. Out of the rares. Like, and we didn't get any of the uncommons that I wanted. I actually got a Misa Enchantress. One Misa Enchantress and birds so far. I don't think there's going to be much in the commons here. I'm only going to check the old borders, because, or at least for now. Wild Growth isn't terrible, I guess. And Mindstone isn't too terrible, I guess. And that's about it. Though, like, besides, like, Peregrine, which I won't keep, that was, like, the hits. A birds, a Misa, a Wild Growth, and a Mindstone. Like 4 cards, like, that I might consider to be, like, in the piles that I want. And then, I don't know, like, there is some stuff that's in there that's decent. I might go through some more of it and see what else I've got here. But that will be for me. Sorry I couldn't pull anything better for you guys, but them are the breaks. I can't magic good packs. It doesn't work. I gets what I gets is what I gets. So unfortunately this box was a bit of a bust. So I'm sorry if it wasn't too exciting for you guys, but it definitely wasn't great for me either. So, but yeah, it is what it is, and you can only do what you can do. But hope you guys have enjoyed in some form or fashion seeing this utter dud pulled open. Not that there's nothing in here, but not enough of value. But we did get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mythics, which seems like a lot, but honestly don't know whether anything besides like Urza's Incubator and Yawgmoth are worth anything. Maybe Last Chance is worth something. But yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, guys, hope to see you in the next one. You can join the Squirrel Army by subscribing.